sketchy. All these years later, thankfully, we're able to attack.
Standing here in the World War II Memorial, you ready? Is it rolling? Standing here in the World War II Memorial with the Atlantic Theater behind us, a veteran of World War II, D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge, John Calapio of Celebration. Your thoughts as you see the World War II Memorial erected in your honor. What are your thoughts here today?
It's breathtaking, and I don't know who thought it up, but it's beautiful. From all bases.
Suitable tribute?
Oh, again, it's one of the nicest, it's the granddaddy of the exhibits, I think.
Does it bring memories back?
Yes, the group that came down, yes it does.
What are your thoughts in your honor flight visit here today?
Well, it was a well-run operation, and the others get that up, they did fantastic.
You did a fantastic job. The role you played in the closing phase of World War II in Europe. Tell us briefly about your remembrances of D-Day.
Well, we didn't know where we were. June 6th, we were on a ship. We just thought we were off the coast of Norway. We didn't know. And then over the loudspeaker, they said Allied forces are landing in Normandy. I never heard of it.
So when you hit the beach, what was it like?
It was the first guy you saw, first GI that was hurt or killed, then everything changed. You just grew up overnight. When you see the guys you were talking to.
What were you facing? What kind of Nazi resistance?
It was machine guns and artillery. And then, of course, the nighttime came, and then that was your first night there.
That itself, that whole period of time, that would be very interesting book to read.
I wondered how we made that night. But we made it and then kept going. And lucky enough to make it through those battles.
And then at the tail end of 1944, in the deep snows, you were engaged in the Battle of the Bulge. Now, you took enemy fire in both those
We
battles.
were at the Siegfried Line was there. That's the line of World War I. We were in the same pillbox, French area. And a brand new outfit came next to ours. The Germans had captured a couple of them, and that's where they went. The Bulge started right at that point. And all hell broke loose. So then now can be told that I don't know how we made it in that snow to begin with. They had put American uniforms on, and we didn't know. The only thing that saved us, they didn't know the password. If you didn't know that
In other words, the Nazis had American uniforms
That's
on.
right. That's right.
Tell us about the injuries you sustained in battle.
Well, I made it through that without getting injured. I got injured January 26th, I think it was, or 25th, going back to take the St. Fifth, the town that we lost. It was a night attack. We had white camouflage suits on. We went home from one kind of a theater operation to another. And the artillery started landing on the 88s, and I got hit. The guy next to me got hit in the leg, so we hobbled ourselves back. The snow was this high. And the rest, that was the end of the war for me. I wasn't allowed to go back.
This memorial was built almost 60 years after the war was over. Now it's nearly 70 years. Most young Americans don't have a direct connection to World War II.
Right.
What do you say to them about what that was all about?
Well, I was lucky enough to get through it. A lot of guys didn't make it. And it was all worthwhile, but there was a reason for it. And I'm just glad today that there is no more draft. I'm just glad that somebody voted that draft out and the kids don't have to look forward to being drafted. That's one of the big features that I approve with. No more draft. Whoever's in now is volunteer.
You're in favor of military service, just not
Yeah, it's just
force.
the way they're doing it now, it's all going to be different. Without being drafted. Just hanging over every 18-year-old's head.
When you look back on your World War II service, what do you think?
Well, it was fast. I was in 2 years and 11 months, 4 months I was in the States, the rest was in Europe. So it was really a whirlwind trip. I'm lucky enough to dodge them bullets and to be here today.
Must have been terrifying.
No question of it. You grew up, when you see that first GI that is right alongside you, gone, then you grow up over that. Nobody has to tell you anything else.
I want to tell you one thing. On behalf of a grateful nation and a grateful Central Florida, thank you for your service, and what a privilege to be on the honor flight with you, John.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. What time is your radio?
6 to 9 in the morning on AM 540.